I have deep concerns about Judge Sarah Netburn's nomination, and specifically about her radical rulings that endanger women by placing biological men in women's prisons.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a heated and crucial debate that's making waves in Washington. Senator Ted Cruz recently delivered a fiery speech against one of President Biden's judicial nominees, Judge Sarah Netburn. Ted Cruz has been outspoken about Judge Netburn's nomination, and it's easy to see why. He's expressed deep concerns over her rulings, especially those that involve placing biological men in women's prisons. For Cruz, this isn't just a legal issue. It's a matter of safety for the women who are already in vulnerable situations. Imagine being incarcerated and then having to share your space with a biological male with a history of violent sexual offenses. It's a chilling thought, and Cruz is making sure everyone knows the gravity of this situation.
In the case of JJS versus W.S. Plyler, the prisoner, dubbed July Justine Shelby, his real name is William McLean, was a serial rapist. There's no other way to say it. He was also a 6'2", fully intact biological man. His past criminal offenses included child molestation of a 9-year-old boy, rape of a 17-year-old girl, and criminal deviant conduct. No factual details are in the record, but the state defined the offense as, quote, compelling with force or the threat of force sexual conduct. As a result of these offenses, Shelby was incarcerated for 18 years. 1 year after being released on parole, Shelby broke parole by circulating violent child pornography. And so back in prison. And at 51 years of age, Shelby decided that he was a woman. And as a self-declared woman, he demanded to be jailed with biological women. And failing to lock him up with other women, he argued, was a violation of the Eighth Amendment. Now, luckily for Shelby, his lawsuit ended up in front of Judge Netburn. Putting political ideology over justice and reality, Magistrate Judge Netburn recommended that Shelby, quote, be transferred immediately to a woman's facility. Despite a lifelong pattern of rape, sexual assault, and obvious sexually predatory instincts, Magistrate Judge Netburn's opinion declared that, quote, there are no signs that petitioner is at risk of reoffending. That defies words. Magistrate Judge Netburn doubled down on her commitment to her radical political ideology in her opinion. Casting aside any concerns for the female prisoners, Judge Netburn wrote, the BOP also posits that permitting petitioner to live among women will be traumatizing and possibly dangerous to them. This concern is overblown. Those are her words. Netburn's opinion went on, quote, the BOP's repeated refusal to transfer petitioner to a woman's facility to further her gender transition, despite knowing the condition of petitioner's physical and mental health, violates the petitioner's Eighth Amendment rights. This judge's ruling, the Constitution requires that biological men who wake up one day and say, I'm a woman, have to be housed with female prisoners. This judge also ruled, in effect, that female prisoners have no rights. The Democrats on this committee like to say they support the rights of women. But we're about to find out whether they do or not. Because in this case, you're taking a 6'2" man who is a serial rapist, and this judge sent that man to Fort Worth, Texas. I asked that judge, do the women in that prison have any right? If it was your mother, if it was your daughter, if it was your wife, how would you feel if your daughter was housed with a 6'2" man who's a serial rapist?
This is a topic that affects the safety and rights of countless women, and we're going to break it all down today. So, it's up to our leaders to make the right choice, but as we've seen today, the stakes are incredibly high. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more content like this. Let's stay informed, let's stay engaged, and let's hold our leaders accountable.